Okay. Hey y'all. Okay, so it's time for another episode of IDGAD, or for the people who don't know what that means, I don't give a damn about. So here we go. This is like my version of an anti-haul and, you know, some thoughts on things that's going on in the beauty community sometimes. I don't know if I have anything this time because I'm kind of drawing a blank of what I was talking about. But anyway, if you would like to see what I'm thinking about and what products that I'm like, no, stay tuned. Okay, so let's start talking about what's out there, what I'm thinking about. And don't forget to give me your thoughts. Now, I know I do not do this. Like a lot of people do these anti-hauls. Will I buy it? What I'm going to buy weekly. I know I don't do mine that often. I usually do it about every 2 weeks. Only because, you know, I kind of like to look around and have a really good thought. And I don't just want to be talking about things just to be talking about them. I really want to say, no, I really don't want that. Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear the bell ring? Y'all know who that is. I don't even have to tell y'all. So anyway, let's get started. Dose of Colors. Let's talk about Dose of Colors. Now, let me just say this about Dose of Colors. I absolutely adore their matte palettes, the Sassy Siennas, the Blushing Berries, Marvelous Mauves. I think they are some of the best matte palettes out. However, what they have now is... let's talk about these. These are the eyeshadow collection called Block Party. They are 20 different shades. Now, when I saw it, I saw 20 different shades for $20. I was like, oh, hell yes, I am buying these. And there's a lot of shimmers in them and things. But then I read it better. And it's $20 each for a single shadow. No, that's not going to happen. Now, let me say this. Dose of Colors, I ain't mad at y'all because Kat Von D's single shadows are expensive. They're about, what, $22? Urban Decay's ridiculously pricing. But really, now, and I used to buy MAC single shadows. But nowadays, you can get really good single shadows for less than $10 a color. No, I'm not buying, no, and you're not buying them either. You're not buying them either because that's a ridiculous price. I mean, you hard pressed to get me to pay $10. I'm not even gonna lie. When I go to ColourPop and get them for $4, there's so many indie brands that are selling them for $5, $6 a shadow, $20. That ain't gonna happen. That's not going to happen. Now let's talk about Huda Beauty with their let me say how they did it right here. The Rose Gold Remastered. It has a new form of eyeshadows and a new packaging, which includes a mirror. So now I don't have the Rose Gold, but I heard people love the Rose Gold. And didn't that just come out last year? And they're already remastering it? Okay. Instead of just, see, let's just be real. This is what they did. They said, oh shit, we want to bring it back out. Because, you know, it was a really popular palette. So they don't want to just bring it back out because people will talk shit about them. Like, I thought this was a limited edition. Look at y'all just bringing it back out. Now they're going to call it the remastered one and act like they're going to make it better. Now, what's that going to do? That's going to piss off the people who already have it because then they're going to be like, so well, let me get this straight. You doing a better formula, you know, have made a better formula of the shadows and now you're going to bring it out again. And now the people who never got it, they're going to go, so what was wrong with the first ones? Are these going to be better? So I don't know if that was a good move, but you all tell me, what do you think? I'm just saying because Okay, now let me just say this. Let me just go and say this just in general. I'm going to stop talking about Kylie Cosmetics and KKW Cosmetics because the reality is I'm never going to buy them. Just because I don't like their branding. I don't like the whole Kardashian Jenner vibe. You know, I just don't like them as a brand of people. So I'm not going to support their companies. So we can just say, if you ever see anything like that, don't ask me what I'm going to do with it because I'm not going to buy it. Just on GP. Now, Tarte and Aspen Ovard. Now, this is a face and eye palette. I mean, an eye and cheek palette, a face and eye palette. Well, that's the same thing. Eye and cheek palette. This, okay, just me. And let's say, I understand that Tarte really does a lot. You know, their vibe is the neutrals. But It's like, oh, okay, another neutral palette. And I mean, it just really, honestly, just be realistic. You can interchange any Tarte palette. You can take the names off of them, line them all up, and they're almost all gonna look almost the exact same. So no, it's not gonna happen. Not going to happen. Oh, but let me talk about MAC. Now let me show y'all this. This is annoying to me. This thing from MAC right here. Is it not the cutest thing ever? It's like, it looks like a Ruby Woo brush case with 5 brushes in it. It's $42.50. But guess what? You can only get this at a MAC store in the airport, the MAC airport stores. Because I promised y'all I was going to get this damn thing. I think it is so freaking adorable. I was like, yes, I want it. It was going to be on my wall. I was going to have a shelf with it on it. And then I read that shit and it pissed me off. Just pissed me off to no end. No end. No, motherfucker. This is, no. And that's the reason why I'm saying no to it. And I happened to be in Houston and there was a MAC store and they didn't have any. Because I swear to you, I would have bought it right then. I swear I would have. I swear I would have. Now, and next up is ColourPop. Now, ColourPop is celebrating their 4-year anniversary and they've come out with this Fame palette. Okay, let me say this. I know people like neutral palettes, and I know neutral palettes are taking a beating. Now, this is kind of a cool tone neutral palette, and supposedly people were asking for a cool tone neutral palette for them. I don't know. I wasn't on that list. But let me just say, no. And I'm sure it's going to be nicely done, but no, nope, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm good without it. It's okay. Okay, so now I remembered what I wanted to talk about with y'all. All right, so here's one of the things I'm starting to see a trend on it, and I'm gonna need folks to stop doing it. It's the AMSR or ASMR, ASMR or AMSR. I don't know what it is. You know them whisper videos. And beauty people doing them, like doing their makeup with AMSR or doing something AMSR. And okay, I'm gonna need y'all to stop. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's quite annoying. I mean, I get it, you know, AMSR is really popular and really hot. So now it's like, ooh, let's do it and let's, you know, make our own spin on it. No, stop, please. It's annoying. It's annoying. First off, it's kind of annoying in the beginning, but I understand it once I read up on it and how it's therapeutic to people to listen to it. So I don't want to, listen, I watch y'all to hear it and listen. I don't want to sit up here trying to, what are you saying? Say it louder. I don't want to see any of that. I don't want to do any of that. So please, no, I don't give a damn about those. Please stop them. IDGAD, we can stop those. Isn't that annoying? All right. So the next thing I want to talk about, and I've talked about this in one of my lives, I wanted to talk about how I think that YouTubers in general need to take things a little lighter on here. I think people are becoming way too serious. Of course, I'm in the beauty community. I'm sure this goes on in other parts of YouTube, but the beauty community, I'm gonna need y'all to lighten up. Let's just talk about a few things. Let's talk about how some of you all, not someone like me, but so many of you all are allowing people, like the comments, to affect you so seriously, to make you feel so bad about yourself, and for you to make you second guess what you do. Listen here. There's a lot of miserable people on this earth, and they get off and they love spreading misery. So that's what they do. Now, let me just tell you this. If it's some constructive criticism, of course, we expect it. It's okay in the comments for somebody to tell you something. But if someone says, I don't like the way you wear your blush, you have on too much blush, blah, 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 yeah, if you see these little voices in there, and it's only one voice, and that's the interesting thing. People were, because I've seen these videos where they're talking about, and it might be one or two people. So you're allowing the minority of the people commenting and watching your videos to affect you so strongly when the majority likes you. Stop allowing these miserable people to affect you, because that's what they do. That's how they get off. That's what gives them joy. Now, if you're having a good time on your channel, fuck what they have to say. That's number one. Now, let's talk about the whole content theft and, idea stealing. There's only so many things that you can do with makeup. And yes, if you can do a search and see that somebody else has done it, fine. If you watch somebody and it inspires you to do a type of video, then you should give them credit. But to sit around and think that every time that somebody couldn't have thought at the same exact time that you were thinking of this idea, guess what? That's what happens in life. There's only so many ideas. So more than likely, if you've come up with it, somebody else might have too. And they might have gotten to the point of filming it and bringing it out before you, or around the same time, and didn't even, and when they were doing their research, you hadn't posted. So I need some of you all to lighten up. It's content, it's ideas. And guess what? As I always say, it's not necessarily, you will always be you and no one can copy you. So whatever your style is, however it comes out, don't be mad if someone else gets more recognition with the same type of idea, because maybe their delivery is different. Maybe it just so happens that people somehow in the YouTuber sphere, it got pushed out and people saw it. So you can't worry about that kind of thing. You can do your due diligence. If you're doing some things and you see that other people have done it, you can go ahead and be good about tagging them and being a good citizen on YouTube. But to sit around and bitch, moan, and complain that, people are stealing my content and they're not crediting me, you listen. Let me tell you what that makes you sound like, a whiny little wench. I'm just being honest. And that is going to do you more harm than if you just go ahead and do your content and say, yeah, well, I've been working on this and I saw somebody else did it, so I'm going to tag them too. That's all it takes, y'all. That's all it takes. So that's it for this week's IDGAD. If you would like me to do these more often, please let me know. I will try to come and do them more often. But in the meantime, in between time, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and feel free to leave me any comments. What are you not thinking? What new products are you thinking about that let's try that again. What products are you thinking that you're not gonna get? Okay, and if you are new and this is your first time here and you're about to leave on your way out, the only polite thing to do is to hit that subscribe button, because you're in my little world and everything, and it's just a polite thing to do. All right, so it's your LuuLuu. So can I speak? All right, it's LuuLuu. May you have a great day and may life treat you kind. Bye-bye.